Hey guys, Infidel1258 here. Today I want to share with you some rank grind and some conversation within this rank grind video about how much I'm earning by playing this game right now and what I think that value will be worth over say 3, 4, 5 years from now. Because I actually think there's a huge difference between the trivial rewards that you're receiving today for playing and investing your time and attention in Splinterlands. But if you hold those assets, what will they be worth in 3, 4, 5 years? It's not going to be the same price, and therefore you get a retroactive raise. So let's talk about that tonight. Thanks guys for your time and attention. Have an amazing day. God bless. Yeah, for anybody who's coming in, I had COVID. I was down pretty hard for 3 days, maybe 2 days, 2.5 days, where I was like having fever dreams and I was freezing and then I was boiling and it wasn't good. I didn't throw up or anything like that, but it was anyways, wild week. Because then after that, so first of all, my eldest daughter got sick. Then my wife got sick. Then I got sick with COVID, which I guess we all had. Then my second girl got sick. She's throwing up everywhere. Then my wife actually didn't get COVID the first time. She got tested twice or 3 times. No COVID. Went and got a third or fourth test. Finally, we established that she did at least then have COVID. So it's like, and now my older daughter is sick again with something totally different. So it's as if 2, maybe 3 sicknesses have gone through our house. Let's see, 6. What do I got? 4. Probably the hill giant. Oh, no. Monk. We'll put monk up front. And then I actually want... I like this. I like that. Go. So... yeah. So, man, it's been a wild week. Sickness. Cool. What do we got here? We're gonna get this one. He's got the magic reflect. He's got the amplify. He's got the heal. I think we're in trouble, but at least I'm gonna magic reflect him to death. The hill giant is a problem in a sense, but no, we got through him quick enough because of the magic. I like that my blight is already up to 6 hit points. That's pretty huge. Oh, the magic reflect is so boss, dude. With the Zenith monk, he gets it done. Even though he's not like a major damage dealer, he allows so much damage to throw back in combination with the Queen Massilia. I'm gonna pull this one out, dude. Wow, I am. Whenever it's slow mana, or sorry, reverse speed, I love going green. The Obsidian Magic team is very complementary, very fitting for the slow reverse speed mode. Even just Dr. Blight and Jin Bilka by themselves are 2 amazing. They literally, Dr. Blight turns into a tank after you get rid of all those 0 or 1 cost mana cards that are capable of dropping out there. It's so easy to put 4 cards for either 1 or 2 or 0 mana each, and then to drop Dr. Blight and Jin Bilka. And by the time Blight gets to the first position, he's gonna have 6, 8, maybe even 10 hit points, depending on if your opponent dropped a bunch of low cost 0 mana cost meat shields. I find that that's a productive way that I like to approach it for sure. Yeah, man, I'm gonna try and work on the daily quest today, and I'm happy to take questions. Tales from the Cryptomancer. Hopefully everyone is on the road to recovery and feeling better. A household flattened by COVID can be scary. Oh, for sure. Especially when you get, I think you have kids too. I'm pretty sure. I know you have a family. I'm pretty sure I've heard you say you have kids too. And it's like, when the kids get hit, that's when Mama Bear gets a little nervous. She gets a little squirrely. She's like I said, she was 6th second, And then she seems to be sick again. And yet she kind of just picks it all up and carries it. And it's like as the girls start being really ill and, you know, sleeping poorly or throwing up or whatever, she's just right there. And meanwhile, I'm trying to also, but I've got to work, and at times I'm out of the office or I'm doing physical stuff that she can't do. And it's like we fill different needs, but it's like you're on high alert while they're down. Eduardo, hello Dwayne, how was your end of season? Dude, it was good. I released a video. It's on YouTube. I think it popped up around 5:30 Pacific Standard Time, so about 3 hours ago, and I got about $25 US worth of assets. And interestingly, Cryptomancer, I was talking in the video about my end of season rewards. You might like this. To answer your question, Eduardo, I got $25 worth of assets, but then I talked about how I've got about $100,000 worth of assets. I've got 9 accounts, and some of them have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,000 US worth of cards, and I only get probably, you know, $3, $4, $5 per account kind of thing, if I'm lucky. And so, you know, it's $25 for the end of season rewards, and maybe it's another 50 for the daily rewards cumulatively. So maybe it's $75 worth of rewards across all of my accounts for my $100,000 worth of investments, probably $75 every 2 weeks, which is what, $75 times 52. I'm gonna break out a calculator in a second here. I know this is up your alley, Tales from the Cryptomancer. This is totally sinister. You're gonna be, I think you'd love to be part of this conversation. I was thinking about you when I recorded a video that's out tomorrow morning, talking about whether it makes sense to even be playing the game because rental costs are so huge. But give me a second, guys. So slow. I also like General Sloan when it's slow. We've got a good amount of really, you know, 1 and 2 speeders. Hmm. I think I might drop the monk again. Just a secondary meat shield. And then I've got a heal. Might go this way. Yeah, that's the play. Go. That's okay. I like that. Cyclops with the stun. One of the best slow archery monsters. Jacked up by the Sloan. Then we get the Venari Crystal Smith jacked up by Sloan. Angel of Light's going to do the revive if he needs to on my... I don't like what I'm seeing here with the Jotun. Now, he only brought 1 sniper. This is not an ideal Jotun team. But still, Jotun is a problem. Every stun I land would be really, really huge because it's actually going to deter this guy from dropping a 4 on my Purifier and a 2 on my Monk. I like that we're going to drop some... We're going to return some damage at these magic monsters, but I don't think it's going to be meaningful enough. He didn't bring any Affliction. The stun is going to be kind of irrelevant. I kind of think we're going to win this one. And I'm surprised because the Jotun, I think we're going to win it. But while I watch this, let me start to queue up my thoughts for the video. It's out tomorrow, so be sure to watch it. But I think, oh dang, that stun is annoying. Now what happens here? He stunned me. Oh dang, the knockout. I forgot about the knockout. And they brought back the monk instead of the king, the Uriel. Yeah, that's probably all he needed right there. No, that's over. The stun, the Cyclops at level 6 is actually in some sense better than the Cyclops at level 8 because the level 8 gets 1 more speed, which is actually in a sense a demotion because by that point in your use of the card, you're really using it specifically in the slow context. And then he gets the speed buff, which then detracts from that whole intention. So with that out of the way, what I was saying is I've been like starting to think through what it looks like to maximize returns for my cards. And I'm like, look, I can make probably 75 US dollars worth of assets from playing with my 8 or 9, I think it's 9 accounts. And in fact, I only really play one and the others are being scholared out. So my labor is minimal, but there's some oversight I need to do overseeing those teams and making sure that they're playing. And if they're not, then maybe getting somebody new in there. So it's not without effort. And so whatever effort that is, it's less than me playing 8 or 9 accounts, but it's still something. And yet I'm only getting 75 US dollars per season. So it's like 75, hang on a second. So 75 divided by 2, because there's about roughly 2 weeks, and it's roughly 52. So it's something like, wow, it's something like 7,000 US dollars per year for playing the game based on daily and season rewards. That's not calculating DEC or SPS that's being earned incidentally or through the rewards at all. It's just me looking at, on average, my season rewards for the last 3 seasons, which were $100, $28, and $25 across all my accounts. And I have about 5 million power. So here's the thing. We compare $7,500 across a year. That's very rough, but it's possible based on daily and season rewards for playing this game using $100,000 worth of cards across 9 accounts. Or we can talk about making probably $150 renting those 5 million collection power for one day at the end of the season. That's the interesting consideration. It's like just for one day. Yesterday I made 20,000 DEC, which is $30, and I rented 1 million collection power. I could rent all of my collection power at the end of the season just for one day and theoretically make $150, which is double the number I just quoted at you for the productive return from playing these counts. Now, again, playing the accounts will get me some DEC and some SPS. Eventually at both. Maybe I can play one league or the other. Maybe that'll change my rewards. Maybe it'll allow me to climb into Champion 2 or even 1 because of how the league division works. So there's lots of variables to consider, but it's an interesting topic. And Tales from the Cryptomancer, I can't wait to talk with you about that. I want to sit down soon, dude, and pick your brain, because I like how you think about this game. Hey, Jim. Good to see you, dude. Hey, dude.
Why, hello.
Hey, man. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good. Yourself?
Good. Did you hear any of that conversation around rental versus playing?
I did get a little bit of it.
Okay. Yeah, man, it's an interesting thing, and I did a video. It's out tomorrow morning, guys. You should check it out. But Jim, I think it's interesting because on the surface, I do think just looking at and you can't, here's the other thing, you can't really know how much you're going to earn by playing this game, because if I get 250 loot chests, and I do across 9 accounts by playing the game for a season, and that's just for the end of season, I'm going to get another probably 400 loot chests for every one of the daily rewards. Not going to get every daily reward. Some daily rewards are going to be higher because my scholar is playing, really, really well that season, and therefore he's playing at gold instead of silver. Other times the scholar's going to phone it in. They're going to be playing at silver and bronze instead of gold. So you can't really, it's hard to really nail it down, but I think it's really conceivable to say $75 as an average. And that's based on 250 loot chests at the end of the season and roughly 450, 500 loot chests throughout the season across 9 accounts. Across 15 days with all the potential dailies that would be available. And that's not looking at packs, because packs could be, you're going to get a certain number of packs. I got 4 packs this season ending, plus some other ones during the dailies. All of those packs have 5 cards, and those could be something. It's certainly possible to do even better. I've had end of season rewards that are worth $100, but as far as I can guess, probably $50 to $75 is possible, which is kind of crazy, actually. It's probably like it's probably a 5 or a 7% annual return from playing the game. Again, excluding any DEC and SPS that are going to soon be, SPS is going to soon be a battle reward too. It's wild because that's significant, but it's actually it's roughly half what I could just get in one day of renting all my cards.
Yeah. It's a little ridiculous.
This has been good.
I've had that contemplation before in the past of it was like, well, I could get all these chests, or I could just rent out everything and then get more money and then just go ahead and pick up the cards that you want, or at that point sit on the DEC and then get the SPS airdrop daily.
Mm-hmm. For a bit longer anyways, like still like 2.5 months or something still.
Yeah. But this was, again, a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna drop on the share. Yeah, man, it's interesting because I do think there's more. I really wanted to pick your brain about this too, Jim, because I feel like there's angles to this, and to be thoughtful about it, I wanted to, bounce it off somebody. But I think I have generally, and those are very rough numbers, but I've generally nailed down what it looks like to get an average reward from the play. But then the wild card is this, and we talk about it in the video, but some people are going to watch this. Way more people are going to watch my video than sit here for this conversation. I said in the video, I really believe that all the assets that we're getting right now, Pellicor Mercenary, Pellicor Bandit, Pellicor whatever, for 2 cents, 3 cents, 1 cent, they're going to be worth 25, 50, 75, $1. That's 100x per penny almost. Like it's like probably 50x per penny. So for every penny worth of asset, I really believe we could be looking at, not for every one of the cards, mind you, I'm not saying that. And so in the video, I actually said, what would it look like if it was a 75x? What would it look like if it was a 50x? And then I think I landed on a 20x. Because I actually do believe that the assets that are being bought and given away today, on average, across like, let's say 4 years, will probably be 20x of more valuable. And I know that, and Tales for the Crypto Master just did a video recently talking about, I think if there was a video talking about maybe there's too many cards, also maybe the bots are going to leave. And I tip my hat to that in the video because, there's obviously these concerns and there's these question marks that could influence these numbers. But at the end of the day, I guess I'm just, it boils down to, I just have confidence that there is going to be price appreciation. And so if that happens where it's like a 20x, every penny worth of asset given to me today is going to be worth 10 or 20 times what it is in 4 years, then holy cow, I just said I'm going to make $7,000 a year playing this game with this investment of 100,000, and 7,000 times 20x.
Yeah.
That's crazy.